Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing really well. So, from today on, we'll be solving the Coder Army sheet by Rohit Negi sir. So, this sheet is having a lot of problems, and I hope that by after solving this sheet, you guys will be really ready for your upcoming placement season. So, what we'll be doing is we'll be taking up each topics, and for each topic, we'll be solving all the questions. Okay, so also a quick note to take is that each problem can be solved in multiple ways. Okay, but since this sheet has been sorted in, like, distributed in topic wise, so we'll be using the topic itself to solve the problem. Okay, for example, if this is a hashing problem, we will only be solving this particular problem using map or whatever, in whichever language we have that data structure. Okay, so I'll be using C++ for this. So let's get started. Okay, so first question is first repeating element. So let us first read the problem. First repeating element, it is a easy level problem. Okay, so given an integer array a of size n, find the first repeating element in it. We need to find the element that occurs more than once and whose index of first occurrence is smallest. All right, so if there is no repeating element, we return -1. So let me just go through the example. That is, if a is equal to 10, 5, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, your first repeating element is 5. Why? Because if you start from the 0th index, you get, is 10 repeated? No. Is 2, sorry, is 5 repeated? Yes, it is repeated. So you just return 5. Okay, so before getting into the intuition or any approach, I would like to say that in C++ we have two types of maps. Okay, in C++ we have two types of map, that is unordered map and ordered map. So you should always know which kind of hashing technique this particular question is using. Okay, so if the element has to be in that particular order, you cannot use the normal ordered map, because your normal map basically sorts your elements. Okay, so in that case you will have to use unordered map, so the elements stored will be stored in the same format as they are coming inside, like as we are entering it. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so now coming back to the problem, the first element that occurs more than once. So every time we have anything related to frequency of any element, we will get back to its, will we can think of the data structure like map. Okay, so map is basically majorly used to store your frequencies, and all the frequencies problem you can think of the first intuition as map data structures. So likewise, we can solve this question using map. So what we'll be doing is we can just store the frequency of all the elements in the same order. Okay, so for that I will be using unordered map in C++. Okay, so we'll be using unordered map, and I can just simply store all the frequency of these elements without altering their order. Because why am I focusing more on the order? Because we have to return the first whose index of the first occurrence is smallest. Okay, the smallest index we have to return. So the we'll just store all the frequency. So 10 is appearing one time, 5 is appearing two times, like that. And again we can just run a loop from first index to last index and check if this element is repeated, then just return that index. Else at the end of the loop you can return -1 if none is repeated. Okay, what am I trying to say is that if we'll go to 10. Okay, so is 10 repeated? No, right? Why? Because its frequency is only 1. So we'll come to 5. Is 5 repeated? Yes. We will return 5 as our answer. Why am I saying to return the answer? Because we need the smallest index. Okay, so we'll be iterating through the first index. So I hope you guys are clear with the question. Now we'll be solving it. Okay, so we can take a map of int comma int mp and just do what is, okay, the video gets too long, I'll just show you the code. And yeah, so this was my code. I took an n, okay, an unordered map, because the order should be same as the array. So we'll pass in the elements and store its frequency, and every time, any time from 0 to n, if any element is appearing more than once, I will just return that element as the answer. Else, like if you're not getting any answer, you will return -1 at the end of it. That's all. Thank you.